Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back. And thank you so much for spending time with me today. And if you're new, welcome. And I really hope you consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you back. So today we're doing a full face of Miss AOA. I think this is like the third video I've done with this brand because I absolutely love them. So I have a full bag of new products. And honestly, I forgot what's in here because it's been so long. I've had this for so long. So we're going to be testing out some new products today. I'm going to be bringing out some older ones that I absolutely love. So if that seems like something you might enjoy, please stick around because we're about to get into all that right now. Okay, so while I'm opening the package from Miss AOA, I do want to apologize for the live on Sunday. Daryl had come home on Thursday because he goes and sees his parents every Thursday to have dinner, which I think is so nice. They do puzzles and all that. But anyway, he came home and I'm like, oh, what did you guys have for dinner? You know, the whole routine of me asking questions. And he said, well, we're going to go out to dinner with my parents on Sunday. And my eyes just got very wide. And he goes, why? What's going on? I go, I actually had a live planned. And honestly, I can't blame him all the way because we obviously don't communicate very well because we don't do much. So if we have something going on, it's because I usually have planned it. So him and his sister had planned this. Their anniversary, it was for his mom and dad's 60th anniversary that we're taking them out to dinner. And it was in January and we had to cancel then, or actually they canceled because they were really sick. They came down with the awful virus. So this was like rescheduled and I honestly couldn't cancel on that. So I apologize. So what I have done is I think I can do or reschedule it to June 2nd. So hopefully you guys can make that one work. It's a Sunday at 4 o'clock again. So let's shoot for June 2nd for the live. And again, I apologize. So yeah, I was so bummed. Okay, so that took me like 20 minutes to open all that stuff up. I'm not even kidding you. I get so frustrated with myself. Do you guys have a hard time with opening new packaging or is it just me? Yeah, it is very annoying. So anyway, look at this new brush set. Isn't this nice? Now, I think this was $10 now that I'm thinking about it. And so that is a little bit higher than their normal price point, but these do look really, really nice. And they're not an exact dupe to the Morphe ones, but I think it was their inspiration because, yeah, it's not the same exact brushes, but I just want you to see like how similar they are. Again, I think it was their inspiration. So what I'm going to start with is trying their new, I think it is new, their eye primer. So let's try this out and see if it does cancel out any redness or anything like that. No, it does kind of feel very similar to the Milani one. I'm not seeing where it's really, adding any coverage or anything like that, but it does feel very similar to the Milani one. It goes on very creamy, so if you have really dry eyelids, this would be a very nice. And it does dry down. It's slightly tacky, but nothing crazy. So as of right now, it does feel very comfortable on the eyelids. Okay, so now I don't know what I'm going to do as a eye look. There's so many options going on. These are all shades that I picked out. I was going more for like a neutral tone, and over here is more like pinks and just all over the place. I think when you go through, you just see all these beautiful shades, and yeah, you just start putting things in the cart. Next thing you know, you have like 20 shades coming your way. Okay, I'm going to start with this tapered brush right here. Again, these are super soft. And I think I'm going to start with this shade right here, even though it's super close to my skin tone. But I like placing that, as a base if I'm trying out a new primer. And this is in the shade Polished. And what's nice about their pans is that they have the names on the back. So that's super helpful. So again, I'm just going to place that on this brush and just place that all across the lid. And I will tell you, these brushes are super soft. Okay, so that is placed all on the lid. And now I think I'm going to go into this shade, a Cozy. So I'm just going to place that on a different brush. Now this one, this brush is more of a dome and it's more dense. Like I can feel it's just a little bit more dense than that other one. So let's place that all in the crease here. Now, it's not super pigmented, which I think I love that with their eyeshadows because you can really build them up. Sometimes, with eyeshadows, you guys know how I've talked about that in the past. If they're too pigmented, it's just way too hard to blend out. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with this brush here, and I think I'm going to pick up this shade, and this one is called a Sophie. So I'm just going to place that right above that first shade that I laid down and just really diffuse this edge here. And oh, these brushes, I cannot say enough about them. Okay, so now I think I'm going to switch up brushes and go into another shade here. And this one is called Margot. So this one's just a little bit deeper than that original one that I laid down because I do want to deepen up that outer corner. And I'm just going to place that again. This is more like a dome brush as well. So it's just a little bit smaller than what I just used. And place that here on the outer corner and just deepen that up just slightly. And I'm just kind of packing that on. And with my hooded eye, as you can see, everything has just kind of gotten lost. So what I'm going to do is go back into, what was that shade, a Cozy, and just bring that up a little bit more. And sometimes I have to do that. I have to go back in and just really lift things a little higher. Again, because I have hooded eyes. So if you have hooded eyes, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because here it looks fine. And then I go to look on camera and I'm like, okay, where's all the shades that I just laid down? They are gone. Okay, so as you can see, the difference that just made. So now I'm just going to go back and redo kind of what I just did and just really diffuse that edge. Okay, I think I just want this to be a little simple look. So I think that's really all I'm going to do with that. Now I'm super excited about the shimmer. So I am going to use that new glitter glue. So again, this is called a tacky base. So let's see how this works. I love my NYX one. I'm just going to place that all where I want my shimmer to really stick. Now, if you haven't used a glitter glue or what they're calling it, a tacky base, it really just helps make the shimmers a pop. And if there's a lot of glitter, they're not going to go flying all around. Okay, so now I don't know what shimmer I want to do. I kind of had an idea in my head. Like when I first opened this up, I don't know why, but my eye went right to this shade. This might be a little crazy, but I don't know. There was something about it. And this is called, let's see, everything's so tiny. And Nova is what it's called. So I don't know, it's more like a blue and a silver combined. And I kind of want to place that all across the lid here, even from the inner corner. Ooh, I will say that is super, super tacky. It's a lot more tackier than my NYX one. And ooh, I like it. I actually do like that glitter glue, especially if you're using more chunky glitter. That's really going to come in handy. Okay, so that's kind of what I wanted to do here. And then this shade. Oh, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Now, usually I would put a lighter shimmer in my inner corner, but I don't know. I just wanted to do something different today. And this is in the shade Aquarius. Now, I think this is actually a one that she had sent over to me. So I'm just going to place that on my pinky. And let's go more towards the center and to the outer corner. Okay, so now I'm just going to go right over that and just create make it look like a little cut crease with a deeper shade and just blend everything together. So I don't know, that's kind of fun if you ask me. Again, with all the rest of makeup, it could look completely different. So what I'm going to do is do my other eye and I'll come back and we'll go on with the rest of the products. Okay, so I feel like this eye look is lacking something. So what I think I'm going to do is add this black shade to the outer corner. And this is in the shade Sagittarius. So I'm just going to place a little bit on that same brush that had the pinks on it. And it does stain just slightly, just so you know. And I'm just going to place a little bit on this outer corner right here. Okay, so it's not like a super rich black. I will say that. It's just very light. But I think that's really going to help out this outer corner. Yeah, I just feel like it was just lacking a something. So I am just going to kind of pack. Yeah, after I pack that on, it helps out a lot. And I just heard something really strange behind me, I swear. I hear and see the most crazy stuff in this basement. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder about being down here. Something always happens as I'm filming. Oh, it's so creepy. Okay, so now I am just going to blend that out. Yeah, when stuff like that happens down here, it just kind of spooks me and throws me off my game there for a minute. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was, but yeah, something either dropped behind me or I don't know. You know me with my haunted houses. Okay, so I think that really did help the situation a lot. Okay, so now what I think I'm going to do is I use these. This is by Miss AOA, of course, and it's called the Perfect Eye Makeup Tape Strip. So Elf used to have these, and they don't have them anymore. So I'm so glad that Miss AOA has them. And again, I think these are only like $1. So this is like in place of my tape, you know, my little tape dispenser that I normally use. So it looks like this, and clearly I don't need this whole strip for one eye. So what I do is just take my scissors and I cut them in half, and I'm just going to place a little bit on this outer edge here and just aim it up towards my temple. And usually that does the trick. Now, the only thing with tape is sometimes if you don't place it evenly, yeah, it's going to be a little crooked, but I think I got it pretty good. So I don't have an eyeliner. Oh no, you know what? I think I do have an eyeliner above by them. So yeah, I do. I got this a long time ago. So it looks like, isn't it pretty? They had the most pretty packaging. So this one, it just says a liquid eyeliner. So it looks like this. Now, the only thing is it has one of those, I don't know. No, you know what? It does feel like a felt tip on there. So I thought it was more like a brush, but it's not. So let's see how well I can do this liner. So I'm just going to place that right here. Ooh, this is a super black and pretty easy to work with. It's not super flimsy, but boy, you got to be careful because it is super pigmented. And what I like doing is going right up against the tape itself and then just bringing it towards my eye. I just find like that does a much better job and just makes a sharp edge. So let's take off this tape. And what's nice about the tape, it doesn't really pull your skin too bad at all. And yeah, that looks really good. So let's see if we got this pretty even. No, this one is more up this way. That is more, I don't know. You guys, I'm not having a very good makeup day, if you ask me, but hopefully the rest will go better. And it's not really the makeup's fault. It is actually my error for sure. But sometimes I can really fix that by just using a makeup wipe, which I think I did. Yeah, that is much better. So yeah, this one was kind of going straight out and that one was lifted way higher. So like I mentioned, you know, with the tape, I'm glad that happened because it does happen. If you do angle it, a little cockeyed, it's going to be cockeyed. Okay, so let's get into the complexion part. I'm so excited to try out this foundation. So what I am going to do first though is just take a little bit of a blotting paper, pick up my excess oils. You guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. And I think the older I get, it's like I can't pronounce words and I start stumbling all over my words. I don't know. It's like my brain is going faster than what's coming out. Okay, so I do have a new primer, and this is called the Filter Free Face Primer. So I don't know if this is really going to matte things down. So let's just put it in the T-zone for now and just see what happens. So it looks like this, and it does look like it is white. We will see. There's really no scent. So I'm just going to place that in the T-zone, and we're going to see what this does. And it's not super dry. It does feel, there is like a little scent. There is, I don't know, it's not bad. And almost, yeah, there's almost like a perfume, a scent to that. So I don't like that. I mean, not that scents bother me. I don't like it for you guys because I know how a lot of you are very sensitive to scent. So yeah, there is a slight like floral scent to that. So just so you're aware, yeah, I'm just not seeing where it's really a blurring. But you know, sometimes when I put makeup over it, I can really tell. So I like it just says it's a filter free. So it's not really saying blurring. Yeah, they do have another one. It's clear that I absolutely love, and I thought I brought it down. Now, if I can find it in this mess, yeah, this one right here. This is a really good pore filler. I really love that one. But we're going to see what this does. Okay, so let's go into the foundation. So this is called, it's just called A2 Lab Soft Matte Foundation. And it just says free of alcohol and oil. It's reef safe and allergen free. And it just says a lightweight, breathable foundation that smooths the skin, a soft matte finish. Let's see, for all skin types. And I got mine in the shade M3. So hopefully it's a good shade. And it just has like a little dispenser. Now, this one, it's not 1 fluid ounce. I did see that. It's 0.67. So what was it? My new ABH that only had 0.068. So again, there's not a lot of product, but this one's only a 88, so that's more reasonable. I hope this works. Okay. Okay, here it comes. Ooh, I don't know. And I will say it came out super thick. I don't know if you guys seen that, but as you can see, it's pretty thick. So let's give this a try. Oh, yeah, this is going to be way too deep for me. Oh, darn it. But, you know, I could add my white pigment to this, and that will really help as well. So I'm just going to place, oh boy, this is going to look absolutely, you know what? I haven't had a really bad makeup day in a long time. I don't think, yeah, I can't tell if there's a scent or not. Now, I will say, if you guys have never tried Miss AOA's sponges, they are fabulous. I honestly, oh, this is such a wonderful sponge. I swear, and they're super affordable. Okay, so as I'm blending it out, it's super lightweight. Now I do have a damp sponge, and for it being as thick as it is, you know, felt, it's not feeling super heavy. It's actually pretty shearing out, you know, quite good. It's definitely the wrong shade for sure. I'm gonna look like a hot mess going outside. So let's try the other side with the brush and just see if that makes a difference. So yeah, you definitely get more coverage, of course, if you use a brush. I'm so bummed about the shade though, because yeah, I really thought it was going to be a good shade match, especially like in the bottle. It looked okay. So, woo, this is going to be good for my summer, I guess. I don't know. You know, maybe it's, uh-huh. Excellent, excellent shade. Gee, I mean, look at from, oh boy. Oh boy, this is funny. You know what? I actually have white pigment from Miss AOA. I probably should go grab that so I can fix the situation, and also so you guys can see how you can change a foundation when this happens. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I ran upstairs, and this is the white pigment from Miss AOA. They also have blue and I think orange. So we definitely do not want orange, but I definitely have to fix this, you know, otherwise my thumbnail is going to look ridiculous. Now, I will say that it does dry down pretty quickly. That's already dried. So what I'm going to do is just place a little bit on the back of my hand, just like that. And then I'm going to place like a pump, maybe a half a pump on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to rub the two together. And as you can see how light you can make, you know, your foundation. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more. because I do. I want it lighter, but not that light. And I'm just going to go back over this because that is so deep. I do want this pretty light, but I want you guys, to see how you can really fix up your foundations when this happens. And you know what? I do want to try this cute little sponge here and just tap that all in and look at the difference already. I mean, what a difference. I'm telling you, I've said it, once, I'll say it over and over again. Definitely pick up some pigment because it can save the day. Look at the difference, much better. I mean, ideally, it would be a lot better had I mixed it, right off the bat, but that did not happen. So, but at least it does look a lot better, I think, than what it did. So, okay, so things are looking a lot better. Let's see what the foundation itself looks like. Ooh, this is pretty impressive. Had I got the right shade, um, it is really a pretty, okay, and where I place that, I don't know, that blurring or that, I don't know, that primer, that filter-free primer, it did, a nice job at kind of muting my pores. I had some, I broke out. I don't know. I haven't had a breakout in years. And it did conceal it pretty good. I can see it peeking through just slightly, but honest, it looks really pretty. Not too bad at all. Yeah, again, had I not, had the wrong shade, this would be really nice. I think I'm going to go back and actually get the right shade. But, like I said, summer's just around the corner. I will get some colors, so I just feel like it's still a little bit too deep. But again, white pigment saves the day. Okay, so let's try out this new concealer. And this one, it just says brush on a liquid concealer. And let's see what shade I got. M1 is the shade. And this one, again, I think it has, it has like a little brush on it. And we're going to see what this shade is. And hopefully it is not too deep. So I'm just going to place a little bit on my inner corner. And let's take a clean little sponge here. And there is like something to put your finger through. And let's try using that. So I'm just going to tap that in the inner corner. Yeah, you know what? For the concealer, it is a little bit harder. I thought it was actually going to be perfect. So I'm actually going to add just a little bit more. And I'm going to grab my concealer brush. Hopefully I brought that down. And I don't think I did. So I'm going to have to use my finger. And let's see how I like this concealer. The concealer, I think, is actually a decent shade. And it feels very creamy. It's not dry at all. But let's see what the coverage is going to be. And I am just going to take that little sponge and just pick up any excess that I really don't want. And what do you guys think? I think it really did a nice job at covering. Not too shabby at all. So I think honestly, who is it? I think it's LA Girl has the same concept. Yeah, I think it looks really good under the eye. Even when it dries down, it dries down really nice. It's not accentuating my dry spots or wrinkles or anything like that. The only thing is I feel like I would almost have to maybe use like a color corrector with this one, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it looks really nice. Okay, things are going in a better direction than they have been going. Okay, so now what I think I'm going to use, what else did I get from them? Oh, that powder. I do want to try the powder if I can find it in this fiasco here. Okay, so this is the powder here. Again, I love the packaging. This is all recyclable. And let's try this out and let's try this really fluffy brush. So it is, pretty white. So let's see if it comes off white. Well, hopefully, because I am looking a little dark. So yeah, it does alter, I would think, your foundation just slightly for sure. just so you know. And I would love to know what the claims are on this. I can't remember. Like I said, it's been quite some time, but I'll place it somewhere up here what the, the claims are on this powder. But I'm just going to add just a little bit because I am going to be, oh no, I have the cream blush. Oh no, hopefully it goes okay over a powder. Oh boy. But it's a nice powder. It's undetectable. I'm not seeing, where it's super powdery. So yeah, that's, it's a decent powder. Okay, so let's go into, I don't have a new bronzer by them, so I have this one. It's just called AOA Studio Perfect, and it's bronzer powder. It just says lightweight matte finish, and latte is the shade, so it looks like that. I haven't used this bronzer in a very long time, so let's see. Let's try this brush. This might be a little bit too dense. So I'm just going to place a little bit and see what happens. Ooh, these brushes, I'm telling you though, these are very, very nice. So let's just warm up skin like it needs to be any more. So what do we think? Yeah, it's a decent bronzer. I don't know if this brush is the best for it. Let me try my regular brush just to see if it makes a difference. Yeah, that one, I just feel like it was just a little bit too dense for a bronzer. So, you know what? This one would be nice too, that one that I used with the powder for your bronzer, just so you know, if you ever end up getting these brushes. And by the way, there is a giveaway. So somebody is going to be getting the brush set. So I ordered 2 on purpose because I knew I wanted to give somebody the brush set. So yeah, everything, all the rules, all that will be in the description box if you want to get in on that for the brush set. And I will tell you, you will love them. They are so nice, so soft, really, really good quality, especially for the amount I paid. They were only, like I mentioned, $10, and they are just really nice. So I think I'm trying to, I have a lot of stuff to give away, guys. So I'm going to be doing a lot more giveaways. So make sure to tune into my videos. And like I mentioned so many times, oh, that bronzer is actually a very nice. Like I mentioned so many times, I will not announce if there is a giveaway because, oh, I got something in my mouth, because the reason why I don't do that is because if you put it's a giveaway, you get a lot of just people coming and subscribing, and then the giveaway's over and then they're gone. So that's why I don't like doing it. I would just rather somebody that really enjoys being here win something done that way. That's why I don't do it. I don't know. It makes me, I want you guys to win. Okay, so now let's try these and we're going to see how well it does apply over the powder. And now I got to decide what shade, because I got, let's see, this one is called Bouquet. That is really pretty. Oh, that is such a pretty shade. Oh, let's swatch both of these and just see what they look like. So that is the cream and that is the powder. So that's really pretty. And then let's see what other shade I got. I got this one here. It's called, what is it? Bloomers. And this is the, ooh, that's going to be a really fun summer shade. So let's swatch both of these and see what that is. Ooh, these are so, whoa, that's pigmented. And that is that shade. So that's interesting because that's more like an orange and that's more of a pink, but you get 2 different options. So that is nice. And then the other shade I grabbed is Flower, and it looks like, if I can get it open. You guys, I am a hot mess today. So this is a Flower. So that's more like a, well, we'll find out. It looks more like a orangey a shade as well. So, but it's more like a burnt orange or a brick. So that is that shade there. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. I honestly didn't think I was going to like that one. And then the last one here is that fun shade, that pink shade that was so viral last year. And this one's called a Petal Pusher. So let's see the shade. And yeah, that's that hot pink shade. So let's find a place. And ooh, how fun is that? And with this look going on, honestly, that is where I think I'm going to have to go. So, oh, but I love this shade here. Ooh, yeah, they're all very, very pretty. Okay, for the cream blush, I don't think I want to use one of these brushes because I might have to use it for something else. So I'm just going to use my regular one that I do use for the creams. And I'm just going to place that. And oh my gosh, you guys, how this video, I don't know. I might have to scratch the whole thing. It's becoming a show here. Yeah, but it's super pretty. It's all my fault. It's all user error, but what can we do? So what I'm going to do now, just to tone it down, but as you can see, it's a very, you know, the more you just play with it and blend it out, it does blend out really, really good. But I am going to go over that with my foundation brush just to really calm that down. You know, when mistakes happen like this, or it's not really mistakes. It's just, like I said, user error. It's almost nice because then you can see it does happen. You can find your ways. You know, I can show you how to fix it. You know, everything is pretty much fixable. You know, it really is. We can't panic. I'm telling myself this, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Okay, so let's go into the powdered part. And I'm going to use this angled brush here. And let's just apply that towards the front here. Hopefully you guys can see that on camera. Is there like a little, I don't know, glow or something to that? I can't tell. Just very pretty. Yeah, just kind of brightened that whole look up. Okay, so I really do like these blushes. I can see myself using these a lot, especially I cannot wait to dive into that shade. Yeah, these are really, really nice. Okay, so what else do we have to try here? Oh, I have I gotta do mascara. So I'm just going to curl my lashes, and I don't have a new mascara by them, but I do have, it's called Fat Lash. It's really a good mascara. I actually use this quite a bit, and I think it's almost empty, so I do need another one. So let's see what it does today. And it really grabs the lashes. Yeah, I definitely need a little bit. I need another tube because I have used this almost all up. And the great thing about this is once it dries, it does flick away really easily. It lasts all day. I don't have any smudging, smearing, flaking, or anything like that. So just a few little strokes and look at the difference. I mean, that is insane. So what I'm going to do is 2 coats because I can tell this video is going to be so long. 2 coats. I'll come back. I'll show you what the lashes look like and we'll finish off this look. Okay, so that's 2 coats of the mascara. As you can see, it is a really nice mascara. And honestly, hardly any effort is needed when I apply that. It's just very easy to apply. And I do have a few mistakes, and let's just see if it does flick away pretty easy. Yeah, it does. I mean, I knew that because I do use that mascara quite often, actually. And what's nice about this little tool here is on the other side, again, it has like that little comb. So if you had any clumpiness in your mascara, you can kind of go through possibly and fix that. Yeah, it really does take off any, if you have clumping or anything, it goes right through the lashes. Very easy. Yeah, I can even see the clumps that came off. So that's a nice little tool. Okay, so let's try out this these lipsticks here. Now the only bad thing, I don't think this is gonna go with this look at all. But let's see, you know, what the shades are and what, you know, what it's all about. So this is the tip here. Isn't this interesting? Ooh, I don't know. This is really a cool. Oh, it goes on almost like really liquidy. Yeah, I can't even explain it. So that might be really easy to apply. I wonder if it's like a stain. Yeah, I don't know. Now this one is a rose brown. So they're very similar in shade. This one maybe has more like a mauve or pink undertone. So I think I'm going to be using this shade right here. This, what is this called? Rose brown. That makes sense. So again, I'm going to go in with this rose brown and see what this is all about. Okay, this might actually work. I like how it applies. It's really easy to apply this. Unlike, lip liners, because it is, I don't know, liquidy, and that tip here is super firm, but everything's coming out super easy. Now, when it does dry down, it is super dry. So maybe that, ooh, and it does feel a little sticky. Yeah, when it dries down, there's like a little stick to that. So hopefully that goes away, but it's a really pretty shade. And this other thing here, liquid lip gloss, a matte. Ooh, I don't know about all this. Let's see what this is all about. Why did I pick all this stuff? Oh boy, look at this shade. This is not going to go whatsoever. Oh boy. Let's just put it on, and then I can always change it because I did bring something else down, but I do want to try it out just to see what it does. But it goes on really easy, and I like the formula. Oh, it has like almost like a little minty scent. Oh, but it is dry. I mean, if you like a matte lip, that is a great little combo going on. I love the shade. Unfortunately, it does not go with this look whatsoever. So I did bring down another lipstick, and this is just by, oh gosh, who is this by? Essence, and it's called 11 Amazing. So I think this shade will go much better with this look. So let me just take out this lipstick, but it is super pretty. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to come back and apply this, and we will be done. Okay, so this is the final look. I actually finished off this eye look off camera. I could tell this video is going to be way too long. So what I did was add this beautiful Envy shade, and I just placed that on the outer corner right here. And then along the lower lash line, I added that beautiful shade Nova. That's this shade right here. So I just went from here to the inner corner with that shade. So absolutely beautiful. I love how the eye look turned out, actually. I was a little nervous there for a second. That always happens with me. So let's go through all these products really quick. The ones that I think, are worth it. I mean, they're all worth it. They're only like $1.88. But I love their palettes. I think it's super fun that you could choose your own shades. This magnetic case, I think, is just brilliant. So I love that they do that. I know there's high-end ones that do this as well. So I just think that's really neat. I love the foundation, actually. It's super pretty. Had I got the right shade, yeah, it would just be a really, really nice foundation. This is definitely something to look into. Just be careful when picking out your shade, obviously. But I think it looks so good on my skin. And I'm going to let you guys know in the description box how long it lasted. I don't know. I think it's like 3 o'clock here. So I'll try to wear it to like 10 o'clock, but I'll let you know if it kind of faded away, how it wore. So look in the description box for that and for the giveaway rules. The concealer I really like. I actually have another one by them, and I like that one as well. And honestly, I think I might like this one a little better, even though it's not as much coverage. I like how it dries down. It just looks really nice under my eyes. The only thing that I don't think was worth me getting was this powder. I don't see a huge difference, but I'll keep my eye out just to see if my makeup does last longer if I use this. So I will try to, keep using it, but I just didn't see a huge difference. This one here, I really do like this filler free. I do see a difference, around my pores and everything. There is a scent though. So that is the only downfall with this one. So if you don't like scents, that other one that I showed you earlier, that clear one, that pore filler, this one is definitely worth looking into. I use it all the time on my videos even. So the mascara is amazing. I love the mascara. The lip products, I'm not too certain on, especially the lip liners. These seemed super sticky. I love the concept though. I loved how they applied. They were super easy to apply. Yeah, so that's the only unfortunate thing. So maybe they can work on the formula on that because they were a little sticky. So I'm, yeah, not too sure about this one. I like this lip gloss, but it is matte. I'm not a really matte type of gal, so, but I will let you guys know on that. I love these blushes. These are so fun. Oh my gosh. I love that there is the option for cream and the powder, but you have to, they're pretty pigmented, so you have to just be very careful with that. This is a must in my collection. The blush or the blush, no, brush set. That is amazing. I love the brush set. That they are really nice, super, super soft. The bronzer is really nice. I think it's really good a shade. So, and it does seem to be a nice and pigmented and not look too dry on my skin. And I think that is about it. These are amazing. These are fun. So, I mean, are these necessary? Probably not, but I just had to have it. And I think that is it. But again, I'll let you guys know everything in the description box, how everything held up, all that good stuff. All right. I hope you enjoyed this crazy video. Lately, all of my videos have been, just a roller coaster of a ride, but it always ends up being okay. So hopefully with all the ups and downs in this video, you still did enjoy. And if you did, if you please do me a huge favor before you go, hit that like button. It truly does help me out. And also, if you don't know what to say in the comments, all you can do is leave like a little flower emoji. That helps me out as well. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. I love you so much. And until next time.